Should I ask the question, what's happening in Guyana? From people being evicted from land to cases being postponed for religious purposes, to black children continuing to embarrass themselves on the street, fighting over drop down pants, boys in school. Is it unique to Guyana? What's happening? What's the PNC doing to help their people? They seem to be pointing out corruption, but they are not focusing on the corruption in the black community, the crime in the black community, the gangs in the black community. The PNC and the people from WIN, they're not focusing on that. That's the Indian president's problem. The Indo-Guyanese president need to concern himself with the problems in the black community. It's not for the black leaders to do that. That's not their job. Their job is to point out corruption as they see fit. Political corruption, so to speak. Welcome to Uncensored Guyana. I am your precious gift, Dr. L. Prasad. I can't say that I'm right, because they say self-praise is no recommendation. But I'm recommending myself. I'm praising myself that I'm always right. I've said it before. I keep saying it, and I'll say it again. It is before your very eyes. Ajruddin seemed to be fucking with justice. In his case, eating justice. And it's working out for him. It's a good thing what the guys say. The older guys, they would say, hey, beer, dick, and full gal belly. Gal one tongue and gal one conny. That's what the older guys used to say. I heard that as a kid. So I say, what do you mean? Say, nah, don't worry with Sparrow. He talked about bare sex, can't fold the gal belly, she wants clothes and money. The gal can work for her clothes and her money. But the gal can't eat her own pussy. So bare sex can't full gal belly. The gal want tongue and cummy. Shal Muhammad, your son didn't just master memorizing number plates. He mastered the art of eating pussy. Because ain't no ordinary eater can get that amount of favor. Is that a part of his wealth? I mean, were you a gigolo, Ashruddin? Is that the reason why you flaunt with the fancy cars and the fancy suits with the boats? Is that what you used to do with the Brazilian women? Pimp yourself? Were you a male prostitute? And your only job was to eat pussy? I mean, come on. Women don't pay for sex. Men got to do that stuff. But a woman wouldn't mind you eat the pussy for free, but she ain't gonna let you fuck her for free. But yeah, you can eat the pussy. You ain't gotta pay me. Go right ahead. But in your case, Azruddin, it seemed like you got big bucks. Can't be the gold alone. There ain't no gold coming out of that mouth. It got to be the tongue. Gosh, I'm jealous. For that, I'm jealous. I envy you. No, I'm jealous of you. Shit. And all this time, I didn't take advantage of the fact that eating pussy gets you places. I should have been doing it a long time. Look at you. The biggest criminal in Guyana's history continues to receive the biggest favors from the justice system in Guyana's history. Bravo, pussy eater. Bravo. You did it. Papa is proud of you. Shell could see himself like you when he was younger, but apparently they weren't judges then. I mean, allegedly. Let's talk about this case in Berbice. Do you see how justice works in Berbice? The Cinderella tongue, the tongue of Chetty. You see, they don't make jokes there, especially if you are an Indo-Guyanese and you commit crime in Berbice. They don't make jokes. They don't compromise. You don't get any favors in the county of Berbice when it comes to fucking with the law. See, we had a case there. The news broke today. An Indo-Guyanese man, during the pursuit of a robbery, murdered the proprietor of the business. And as a result of that, that happened in 2023. Almost 2 years plus the case is going on. As a result of that, he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility, as a matter, he's going to die in prison. That's an Indo-Guyanese who killed an Indo-Guyanese during the act of a robbery. Life in prison. Examine the cases in Georgetown. Examine the cases where niggas kill people while conducting robberies. A lot of them get bail and almost never do life. Why? Justice is blind to Indo-Guyanese, but it can only see the kinky hair, the rasta, or the heavy voice. Why is it that justice seems to favor Afro-Guyanese in Guyana, but everybody else gets the hammer? Everybody else. And this is what we talk about, a country that is racist against black people, when in every aspect of Guyana, the blacks are the ones who enjoy liberty. Everybody else got to walk a straight line. If they don't, they pay a heavy penalty. Why? Pay attention to that. Essequibo, West Demerara, consider Linden and Georgetown, the regions that are predominantly black. And look at how they handle crime there. Look at how they deal with criminals. They give them a, pat on the back because they need them. They need the criminals to disturb society when the PNC is calling them out for protest. But right now they have no reason to call for protest because Ali ain't giving them a chance for that. President Ali ain't giving them a chance, the opportunity for no protest. Because every aspect of the Guyanese life is well taken care of. So they can't protest. For what? They're not even bothering with the imbecile, the idiot. They're not even bothering with him. Who shows up at the court when he has this case? Who shows up? Nobody. They don't have time with him because they see the president is delivering. In every aspect, he is delivering. But justice, crime, that has to be the part that must be impartial. Look at the crimes with the we call them young people. These girls and boys that are fucking. Look what they're doing in Georgetown, in the schools that are predominantly black, in black neighborhoods. Look what they're doing. And all you hear, oh, it's the child protection agency or the social services, blame somebody else. Shift the blame to somebody else. But let it be in areas where Indo-Guyanese resides. You see the other day when those thugs from the west, in Zeeburg there, when they bullied that Indo-Guyanese boy, the rest of them were Indo. You see what they did? You see how the police dealt with them? Indians bullying Indians, those lowlifes. But look how they dealt with them. Compare that to when blacks are bullying other people. They don't get that kind of punishment. So justice is blind in Guyana to everybody else, but to the blacks, they see, oh, that's a PNC. We have to go easy on that individual. Say what you want. That's the fact. Those are the facts. And if you want to help with crime and bring the societies in a safer zone, you got to treat everybody equal when it comes to the law. Everybody. You're going to punish Indian criminals, you need to punish Negro criminals the same way. Don't put some on bail and let the rest go to jail. Don't work like that. But the Afro-Guyanese dominate the justice system in terms of the judges and magistrates and lawyers. They dominate. Unfortunately, more judges and lawyers and magistrates are black in Guyana than any other race. You check it out. You'll see. It's not fair. You should put Indo-Guyanese magistrates and judges in regions where it's predominantly Indo-Guyanese, and put the black judges and magistrates in regions where it's predominantly black. Let Negroes deal with the niggers. Let the Indians deal with the Indians. Don't put blacks to judge over Indians, but you put blacks to judge over blacks. No, it should be balanced. Now, let's get to the case. It's another attempt, and they were successful. So we can't say it was an attempt. They were successful. They decided yesterday, listen, Judy, we have a plan for tomorrow. I'm listening. This asshole is not going to come to court. And he will not notify anybody. But tomorrow morning, he's going to send a text to the asshole that represents Ashridin. But nobody else will know. So when everybody shows up at the court and this asshole don't show up, act surprised. Huh? What kind of a nonsense is this? You know you have a case today with your client. How could this be? What are you doing? You know they're watching me. They know that I'm favoring you. What am I supposed to do now? I have to call the case. I have to continue with the case because I can't say, well, we have to postpone this case because the lawyer didn't show up. Because that's exactly what they will say and think that I will do. Because you guys are putting me in a bad spot. Even though I know it was discussed before, but I have to act as though I'm surprised, as though I don't know what the plan is. That's my theory. I'm not in the head of the judge. I'm just theorizing. Maybe that's what happened. Shit happens. Because a case as important as this, that is exhausting everybody, you want your cash grant, right? You want that money to be spent continuously on the prosecuting side? That money is not Anil Nandalal's money. That's your money. So if you don't pressure the system to bring this shit to an end, and they prolong this for the next 6 months, those Jamaican lawyers and all the other people who are there on the side of the state, they have to be accommodated to the highest level, and their families. Plus, they need to get their money. They're not taking money out from the contract to pay for their housing or their hotels and their meals. No, that's a part. Don't you want the case to finish so that the money can go back into the treasury, and then next year you can have extra cash grant? Of course. But if you sit back quietly and just think, and you think that God, your God, I'm talking to the Negroes now, I'm talking to the bench cops and the smelly smell and the shitty Burks and the all the others. I'm talking to you, niggas. If you think your God is favoring a Muslim man who's a criminal, when he has his own God that is Allah, that he claims is also favoring him, where does that leave you? Because so far you think God is in charge of the Muhammad's case. So all the favors he's receiving, that's from God. Not just his God, your Negro God as well. You're the only one who don't seem to be able to receive any favors from your God. But the Muslim guy is getting favors from your Christian God, or your Obia God, or your African God, whatever God you want to call. But not you. Not even Norton. Look at the extent he has to go to get some money. He has issues now. Nobody wants to hire him. I thought he's the scholar. Studied in England. You bitch ass. You studied in England, right? Then get the fuck back to England. You don't need a visa. You are useless in Guyana, Norton. You think you can do anything much with a 5 million? You think you can do anything much with that? I mean, not 5 million, 500,000? Because the 5 million is what the asshole has to pay Anil Nandalal. Yeah, because the Court of Appeal tell Ajudin and his father, go fuck yourself. I and Judy. Oops. Norton. Come on, man. 500,000? And you're the idiot that said you would give Guyanese 400,000 a month? A month? And you are pressuring an obese, medically disabled, ugly woman to pay you 500,000 from her cash grant that she received from Ajudin Muhammad just because you don't like what she said? That you allegedly received payment from Bar Jagdeo? After all, you should be happy about it. Jagdeo is a nice man. I wish I can receive payment from Jagdeo. So if Jagdeo paid you, that excludes you from being paid by Muhammad. Because people thought Muhammad paid you to sell out the PNC, to betray the black people. People thought that he did. But now you're confirming that Jagdeo did it. And Jagdeo is a genius. No wonder he's the greatest politician in Guyana's history. What, are you ashamed of the fact that you collect money from Jagdeo? You're ashamed of that? You wouldn't be sanctioned. What? You wouldn't get a job because you got money from Jagdeo? Come on, man. Like Muhammad's father said, Shell, you got 3 black people in Georgetown with business. You can get a job from any one of them. Norton, don't sue the lady for 500. Don't let the lady give you 500,000 just because it hurt your feelings. What feelings? Your face expresses no emotions. So what feelings you talking about? Your reputation? What fucking reputation? You're a politician, you bitch. You are a politician. What reputation? You are a public figure. Even if somebody said that you're fucking in the ass, you can't do shit about it because you are a public figure. People would say whatever. You want to be Simona Brooms? You want to sue people because what? You don't want to be seen like a criminal? No matter what you do, politicians are experts in covering their tracks. You almost can never catch them in the act. They cover their tracks. The financial trail is not there. Even though you know that they're corrupt, it's hard to prove it. So because you can't prove it, they can sue you based on the fact that you can't prove it. It doesn't mean they're innocent. It means you can't prove it. What did they try to do with President Ali? They made up all kinds of stuff just to get something to prove. They accused him, made stuff up, and they still couldn't prove shit. Did he sue them? Did he file a lawsuit against them? No, he didn't. You understood that that's politics. That's what you get. Your competitors are uneasy. They're threatened by you, so they will try every way to silence you. And the black people seem to be using the courts. They are not using the courts to get real justice, to stop crimes and to deal with criminals. They're using the courts to rob each other. That's what you're doing, Norton. You're taking money from a woman who needs it for her condition. She's a woman. They bitch all the time. They talk shit all the time. That's what they do. So you're going to take her to court for saying something that you know it's true? You want Jack Deere to come out and say, yes, Norton, shut the fuck up. I did give you money. You want Jack Deere to do that? He wouldn't do that because he's a gentleman. Jack Deere don't give a tip and talk. He ain't like Ashridin. Okay? When he eats, wipes his mouth, and you just get rid of the paper towel. Gargle some water, because I don't think he drinks. Spits it out, and that's the end of that session. Ashridin, when he eats, he leaves all the stuff in his face and tells the guys, come close, come close, come close. Smell it, smell it. Smell my finger. Smell it. Alaze. What's that? Pussy odor, you stupid. Pussy odor. Now you, Norton, you get feelings. Feelings. I'm a public figure. I'm a public figure. The things they say about me, man, I tell you, I ain't talking just on Facebook or on the internet. People approach me and tell me stuff. Do you think I bother with it? It comes with the territory. You sign up for that. So here's my advice to you, Norton, since your lawyers don't advise you properly. Forget about it. Don't make a fight out of that, and you're going to lose more votes from the poor Guyanese who are obese, and they'll say, oh, you're pressuring one of us. I'm fat too. And you're going after fat people, then I'll take it personal. You ain't getting my votes in the next elections. And you see who's going to run away with your votes before you spend time helping the PPP to put pressure on the system to get rid of the asshole that people said sponsored you, so you have a chance to contest for the opposition seat again. You're picking on somebody from Win? Or is this a stunt for people to think that, hey, no, this is not true. These guys are not together. Because if they were together, why would Norton want to pressure Odessa to pay him? So they're not working together. Nonsense. You are working together. We ain't gonna fall for that shit. We're not that stupid. We from the PPP. We're smart people, very educated. We don't fall for that. Okay, Norton? It's a free advice I give you. You're gonna pay for that. All of the advice I have, they live free in my mind. They don't pay rent. So I can donate it. Take what I'm saying. So the case has been postponed again because the plan that the Azurine people had not to show up at court as another delayed tactics to piss off the government and piss off the Americans, it worked. All the stuff the magistrate said, oh, the case has to continue. The lawyer knows that he has to be here. I hope the lawyer is here when I'm giving my ruling. What is that supposed to mean, Judge Judy? Were you scheduled to give your ruling today? No. So what's this nonsense? You weren't scheduled to rule on the case today. So what's the psychology thing about? To tell the public that you are a serious magistrate? You know, you very well know, Judge Judy, that this is going to prolong into infinity. You know that. Ain't no ruling coming anytime soon from you. And there will be many times in the future where not only this asshole is going to be absent, the other one too. The other one too. That's the new tactics. And you heard what they said yesterday? Oh, you didn't? You need to watch the news. The lawyers of Azurine Mohammed confirmed their tactics. And what was their tactics from the beginning? The High Court, the Appeals Court, and after the Appeals Court, the CCJ. Oh, you did it now. Oh, they did it. They fucking did it. So the magistrate is going to facilitate that process to give them enough time to file their case at the CCJ. Today is what? The 18th. Okay? Of March. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow is the 19th. Friday the 20th. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Next Wednesday. A whole week they get for the case to continue until next Wednesday through to the 27th. Wednesday to whenever, next Monday, or whatever time she gives. And in that time, they'll just file their case to the CCJ. And since the case is at the CCJ, the magistrate can't rule pending the outcome of the case at the CCJ. She can't rule on the matter. She has to now wait on the results of the CCJ. Because if she rules, then what? They can fight and say, hey, this is before the CCJ. This case can't be concluded. The whole point to the strategy of the Mohammeds is to get this thing thrown out. Thrown out, done away with. That's the whole point of the lawyers. They tried the High Court, it didn't work. They tried the Appeals Court, it didn't work. They're trying the same matter that they brought to the High Court, the Appeals Court, they're taking the same matter to the CCJ. And what's the matter? To say whether the whole approach, where they have this woman now on the stand, this permanent secretary woman on the stand, bullshitting, wasting her time to try to tell her, you know, like the FBI, the interrogation, to pressure her for hours so she breaks. And then she says, okay, fuck it, I can't take anything more. Okay, fine, I did it, it's fake, I did it, you win. That's the stunt they're pulling. So when they pressure her and pressure her and pressure her, and she had enough of it, she will say, you know what, this is not my problem. You want me to say that the procedure was not followed? Fine, I'm going to say it was not followed. Then they'll say, got you, you see, judge, you see, magistrate, the whole thing is a fraud. So you have to dismiss this, you have to throw this out. And if they happen to get to that point, you don't think she'll throw it up? She will. And the process has to start all over again, which might never happen. That's what they're taking to the CCJ now, to achieve that objective. The CCJ has to say that what happened in the High Court and the appeals court in Guyana, the sovereign country Guyana, within the Guyana territory, the justice system of Guyana, the learned judges of Guyana, the appeals court has to tell them, go fuck yourself. This case has no merit. The appeals court, the CCJ, Caribbean Court of Justice. That's what the lawyers want. They have to do what they have to do for their client. Imagine the CCJ telling Guyanese, the Guyana justice system, to go fuck yourself. That this case has no merit. Imagine that happening. Just for a moment, just picture it happening. If it happens, where do we stand? You want the president now to unilaterally say, oh, really? The attorney general to say, oh, really? The chancellor of the judiciary and everybody else to say, oh, really? Remember, the CCJ has authority over the whole CARICOM countries that signed on to it. They have authority with that. Remember, we still have the case going on with the 2020 rigging, when the PNC tried to steal the presidency from President Irfan Ali. That's still going on, 6 years after. It's still going on. So if the CCJ give the Mohammeds what they want, where are we? Don't forget also that the president of the CCJ visited Guyana recently, last year, and paid a visit to Azruddin Mohammed. You're forgetting that? Don't forget that. They're friends. They're buddies. Don't expect anything favorable from the CCJ. They have already showed you that they made a picture. They met the opposition leader. They pressured the government. They had all of these things to say about the whole swearing in process. Remember, now the case is going to go to that guy who likes criminals. What happens after that? And he says, or whichever judge or whatever they have there says, the case has no merit. You can't continue with this extradition proceedings. And it comes back to Guyana. You think Magistrate Judy will say, well, I'm still going ahead with it? No, she wouldn't say that. She will happily dismiss it. Happily dismiss it. And that's it. Azruddin is on his way to being the fucking president. I'm telling you like it is. That's where they're heading. Money is power. This shit works. You need more evidence? Well, we saw today because of religious purposes, the magistrate, who is not there in the capacity as a priest or some representative of any religion, she is there to represent the law. She's an officer of the court. She's there in the capacity as a magistrate, a judge. The only time the court cannot be called is if the court is on leave, Christmas season, or it's a national holiday, or weekends. And even if that's the case, if you need an emergency warrant, you can go to the judge's house where they live. All they need is to sign. But you have a magistrate who said, because of religious reasons, Ramadan, she's going to accommodate the request of the defense to postpone the case until after the whole celebration. Give them a chance to praise their God. After all, he bought 10 cars for Guyanese. Give them a chance. Allah would bless the magistrate. She is being reasonable. She is serving justice with mercy. Come on, where else would you get that? What other country would you see such favor? And the lawyer also said that the reason why Azruddin is receiving favors is because he's the opposition leader. No, he has been receiving favors long before he became that. So don't use opposition leader to say that the magistrate is within her constitutional right to grant these favors to Azruddin because he's opposition leader. His father is not. He's opposition leader. That doesn't give his father insurance to shelter under the... No. So if the magistrate is giving favors because the boy toy is the opposition leader, where are we? Is that justice? I'm thinking that I have a crisis with extradition to being broke. You see, money is trying to extradite me to a position of being broke. I need to have a magistrate that I'm fucking to fight that case, to spare me the embarrassment, the financial embarrassment of being broke. So I need to look for a magistrate I can fuck. Sorry. Oral sex. A lot of you have a problem with the words I use. I'll use the proper term. Eating pussy. Because nobody wants to be broke, right? Nobody wants to be. So if you find that your money is getting low, it means that you are on there's an application to extradite you to being broke, to being financially embarrassed. You don't want that. You got to fight it. You may need to have a magistrate on your team to say, no, this person, no, I can't do that. Save him. Give him a chance so he can earn some money and build himself up. Of course. I saw that thing with the squatters. All the drama, all the tears, the usual threats and the usual, oh God, oh Jesus, oh this, oh that, the usual performances. Despite all of that, despite the fact that this is a private matter that has nothing to do with poor Ali, every fucking thing is Ali's fault, everything. Ali is 44 years old, 45 or 46, anyway. Let's say he's 45 years old. Those people were living on that land, squatting on that land, since Ali was 15. 15 years. He was far from, he didn't even think he would get close to being some counselor of the PPP. He just busy trying to run around with girls and getting some slaps from Sir Ali, and he ain't got time with that. And now the man is 45 years old, 20 years after, 25 years after, and they're blaming him for a problem that they created 25 years ago. What does that got to do? What's wrong with you Negroes? The PNC encourage you to violate every aspect of the law. When Jagdeo became president, he tried his best to regularize the squatting system. Let people have access, okay, fine. It's government land. Let's see how we can bring this, law and order, bring some order into the thing. Jagdeo did that with government land. Government land. You go and you squat like the folks at Tiger Bay. That's private land. That ain't government land. Priyamani Chan is trying to help them niggas there. But that's not government land. It's private citizen land. They are affecting people's ability to develop themselves as individuals and their industry by squatting on their land and bullying them, threatening them that they're not going to get rid of them. So the only alternative a lot of the owners of these lands have is to sell it. Sell it. Because they can't get the people off. And they risk their freedom, they risk their lives. So they're like, they got to forget the dream. Just sell it to people who are strong enough that would use the system to get them off. That land is private land. It was owned by a woman who sold it to a company, who it took the company almost 4 years in the court to get them off the land. Those people invest, took loans. They bought, the company purchased the land because they need it. They need it for their company work purposes. They need it. That's why they buy it. They would have been informed. They would have went and they saw this, they looked, they saw the condition. They took the risk. They say, okay, we're going to get rid of them because this is not government land. They paid all that money. They took all that risk. Usually you don't get to sell land when people are occupying it, because the process in the courts could be a lengthy one. They took the risk. And since 2022 to now they get judgment. Look how many years. 4 years. Now they get judgment. Do you know how much revenue that company would have lost for the 4 years? Cost them lawyers' fee, time to get a few people off the land that they legally purchased from a private citizen. They send government land, they sell under the table to a company. No, this is a private land that was owned by private people who had an issue with these people for a long time and decided, you know what, they're frustrated, they're getting old, they just wanted this stress to go away. And they sold the land. What does that got to do with God or the government or President Irfan Aliyev? What does it got to do with that? You Negroes got to stop this shit. You lived on the land for 25 plus years, rent free. Rent free. You know it's not yours. You're going to go build concrete structure with no permission. Think that because you're black, people will be afraid of you. Not this time. Because the people that you are up against are also black. The company, you see who the representative were for the company? Black people, like yourselves. Bully them. Bully them. Imagine if that was Indians or Caucasian or Chinese. Oh my gosh. The war that would have broken out yesterday. Imagine if it was Indian people. You have seen cases where, I mean, as recent as Hannah Mohammed, Ajuddin side chick, was crying on camera. Oh, look here. This is private land for the leader of the opposition. Look, some wood here. Look, zinc here. Look, the truck there. You see, they're coming to squat. You see how she was heartbroken? And her brother became opposition leader because of the very niggas she's trying to get rid of. And you see how devastated she was? As an Indo-Guyanese. Tears for land, and they have so much. They have so much of land. But yet, the people who supported Ajuddin, that made him opposition leader, that is protecting him from the Americans and Guyanese, the Guyanese law, she went out there to block them from going and squatting on her brother's land, her sugar daddy. And this company that legally purchased the land from the owners of the land, and had to go through the process of the court, the legal process to get rid of the squatters. You're bringing God into this? You fucking niggas had 25 years to save your money. Save your money. The government has been begging for people to go and apply for land. Begging. Begging. You had the best opportunity to go and get housing, get land. The best opportunity. The government prioritized people like that. Even though you shouldn't get priority, they do. So you sit on your asses, build on people's land, continue to build on people's land, and think that you'll get some kind of favors for free while everybody else has to buy, you want it for free. You can just go pick a spot and build in the PNC government. And even with the PNC government, look how many they bulldoze. Check the records. Look how many people Granger government bulldozed from government land. Look how many. Where were your cries then? We didn't hear anything. It's okay when a black president chased black people off the land, but private citizens can't do it and shouldn't do it for their own land. Wait until the people who owns Tiger Bay gets judgment also from the courts. You sit on your asses and live in your shacks and think that you're going to be there forever. Wait until that court case is finished, and the court give judgment for the owners of the land that Tiger Bay there. Wait and see. Then you'll get another. Oh my gosh, God, is this, where are we going to go? I spent so much here. Who told you to spend? Who gives a shit what you spend? It is not yours. It doesn't belong to you. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. Just like renting a house. You rent a house, you want to paint, you want to fix it. No, don't do it. It didn't belong to you. If something is broken, call the owner. Come fix it. I'm paying you for it. No matter how long you live on a land or whatever it is, if it's not yours, it will never be. So I have no issues because I'm thinking like a businessman. I'm thinking like an investor. I'm thinking like somebody who may have had the experience before. That's a company. We all talk about black people aren't making an effort to better themselves. That's a company that you see the faces of that company are black people. They're trying to expand. They're trying to grow. They bought land for that purpose. 4 years of their existence is taken away. Now they have to go through the process of cleaning the place, developing the place, then building. That's another 2 years. 6 years total lost. This is why blacks can't develop, because the same blacks themselves are in the path of other blacks from growing. Now you're crying foul. Oh, it's Ali's fault. Let fucking Ashridin give all the lands he has that is getting bushes, all the jungle lands that he got for free from the PNZ, go squat on his land. I'm telling you. I'm your shadow minister of home affairs. Don't forget that. I'm telling you, I got you. Go and squat. Identify the lands that Ashridin has, and you see a lot of bushes there. Go squat there. He ain't gonna come and move you. If you're black, he's gonna leave you. He'll take you to court and get some other blacks to come and move you, but it will take a few years. In the meantime, you can save the money you have for rent, and then the government is building another 40,000 houses. Apply. Our good president will help you out. But in the meantime, I am telling you, the man has so much resources, he could buy 10 cars to bribe people to protest for him next week, 27th. I think the judge says her judgment will be on the 27th, 24th to the 27th. So within that time, she has to make a decision. There's nobody else left to be interviewed. You can't interview the Home Affairs Minister. You can't interview the Minister of Foreign Affairs. You can't. So you're going to waste time with a permanent, the lady. After her, what you going to do? Who else you going to call to interview? The police? The marshal? Who else? Nobody. There's nobody else. You want to interview Trump? Donald Trump? Marco Rubio? Nobody else. So you have to make a decision between the 24th to the 27th. You must. You have to. And I hope the lawyer is there when you make your ruling, because you said it. Whether he's there or not, you are going to make your ruling. You have to make your ruling. So don't let them pull this stunt again. This time he's absent, the next time the black one is absent, then the other time what the fuck is he? You saw that movie, what do you call it? Lord of the Rings? He looks like one of the characters from Lord of the Rings. That guy. Yeah. So Ajruddin, your father may hate black people, but I know you like black people. You have a heart for black people. So you should take the opportunity and step in, because you give cars, so you can give the land. You can take a few acres of the free land that you have and give the people lease. Give them a 50-year lease. Tell them, okay, you can come and live here, squat here. I would do it. Actually, I would have done it. I have a kind heart. My supporters, they're that desperate, and I see what's happening to them, and I'm blaming the government. I would come out and I would give them land for them to live. I'll do it. After all, they invested all their life, all their savings. So you Negroes should go to the head office of WIN, go to Ajruddin and say, hey, you have a lot of free land, give us a piece. Don't ask, demand it. Because you know very well that he didn't buy it. He got it from the PNC. And again, if our president was a dictator, he would have taken all that land back, because the PNC had no right to negotiate or do any business while they were non-active, no confidence. You know the time when Charent Ass sold them out for 20 million? Oops. I wonder if he's like Norton. I wonder. Because I'm saying that Charent Ass, allegedly, you received 20 million, allegedly, to sell out the PMC. And when they became no confidence, when the no confidence motion was passed, they still operated as though they're still in the government. They gave a lot of land to Ajruddin during that time. Charent Ass, now you're boss. Because you betrayed the PNC, you betrayed the PPP. Now you're with the WIN. What happens when he's gone? Where would you jump to? Charent Ass? Where would you go? You can't go to the PNC. You can't go to the PPP. And the man with the money would not be around. Where else would you go? VPAC? Are you serious? VPAC. You're going to go be the lawyer for VPAC. Good luck. You should. Losers are welcome there. Yeah, I'm saying VPAC is a loser because you lost to the trickster. What's her name again? Amanza. She tricked your stupid ass. Played you and tricked you. I thought you said women are dumb. That's one woman that is smart. So Sharon Das will go to VPAC, and in the next election, they'll get the votes from Forward Guyana. Then she'll have to run back to Norton. You should forgive her, Norton. You should. Where else would she go? She needs a job, like you. She needs work. You can't be a parliamentarian then go back to being a housewife. When women are frustrated, they tend to hit men. So, for the safety of the husband, take her back, Norton, so she can get a seat in the parliament again, just to save the husband's ass so that she wouldn't be at home as a housewife and nagging and nagging and nagging, and she's on edge, and because she's regretting and she's sad and she's crying and she's like blaming the man, blaming him. It's your fault. If you weren't still here, I could have done what I had to do, but I want to be a good wife. She's blaming him. Azradine, give land to the black people so they can build. You made your point. We saw justice is on your side. Okay? We're convinced. I understand. I'm inspired. I got a day to judge. Yeah, I do. My insurance ain't covering my stuff, so I need a judge. Anyway, share this live. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your comments, where you stand. And at the end of the day, I thank you for your attention. Long live the PPP. The 26th, remembering Chetty. I will be there. I'm going to be there in Berbice to celebrate my hero, the Lord and Savior of Guyana, Dr. Jagan. So wherever you are, go out in your massive numbers and make a statement. We stand with Chetty and pressure the government. Walk with a flyer, and on the poster must have Chetty Town. Chetty Town. Change the name of New Amsterdam to Chetty Jagan. Since they don't want to do it in Georgetown, one of the counties, one of the Berbice is the better place to do it. Walk with that. Walk with it. Protest. Let them see. Don't come and make empty talks for Chetty. Make real changes. The Berbice Highway, Chetty Highway, Chetty Jagan Highway. Do something significant. I'm not going to speak. You know, they wouldn't put me on the platform. Oh, that would be terrible. Put me on the platform to speak? Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Not that racist. Yep. Those black people in Berbice would be protesting Jagdeo and Ali. Yes. No to the Negro person. No to the, what they call me? Fake Indian. No to the fake Indian. No to the fake Indian. Anyway, goodbye now.